What if the key to solving today's environmental crisis was hidden in an ancient philosophy over 2,000 years old? What if the frantic race to save our dying planet could actually be slowed? Not by more technology, but by stillness. What if harmony, not domination, was nature's true law? Welcome to the quiet wisdom of Taoism, a philosophy that whispers in an age of shouting. A spiritual path that urges us not to conquer nature, but to flow with it. In the midst of climate change, deforestation, species extinction, and ecological breakdown, Taoism may offer something startlingly relevant: balance. Welcome to Unfolding Journey, the channel where philosophy, spirituality, and modern life meet. We dive deep into ancient wisdom traditions, explore their relevance today, and offer insight that goes beyond surface-level thinking. If you're someone who loves to ask big questions, you're in the right place. Let's dive in. Waterwave. What is Taoism? Taoism, also spelled Taoism, is a Chinese philosophical and spiritual tradition founded by Laozi, or Lao Tzu, believed to have lived during the 6th century BCE. His foundational text, the Tao Te Ching, is a collection of poetic verses that describe the Tao, the way, the ultimate principle underlying the universe. Unlike Western traditions that emphasize control, conquest, and categorization, Taoism encourages attunement, receptivity, and spontaneity. The Tao is not something to be mastered. It is something to be flowed with. As Laozi writes, man follows the earth follows heaven, heaven follows the Tao follows what is natural. This simple line is a profound statement on environmental ethics. Humans are not at the top of a hierarchy, but are embedded in a cosmic web of relationships. To violate nature is to violate ourselves. Globe showing Europe, Africa, the crisis we face. Our planet is in peril. Climate change is accelerating. Oceans are warming. Forests are burning. Species are vanishing. And yet, modern society continues to operate on a model of separation from nature, fueled by endless growth, consumerism, and domination. Many solutions today are technological: electric cars, solar panels, geoengineering. But beneath all these fixes lies a deeper question. What is our relationship with nature? Modern environmental ethics has often been rooted in Western philosophy. Ideas of stewardship, rights for animals, or utilitarian calculations. These are important, but Taoism offers a radically different perspective. Not ethical control, but harmonious coexistence. Let's explore some key Taoist principles and how they relate directly to environmental sustainability. 1. Wu Wei, the art of non-action. Wu Wei doesn't mean doing nothing. It means non-forced action, action in alignment with the flow of life. Acting with the grain of nature, not against it. Modern life is filled with forced action, clear-cutting forests, damming rivers, genetically modifying crops. All done with little understanding of natural consequences. Wu Wei would ask, what happens when we step back? What balance arises when we stop trying to dominate ecosystems and instead observe, listen, and cooperate with them? Permaculture, regenerative farming, and indigenous ecological knowledge reflect this Taoist principle. Nature doesn't need control, it needs partnership. 2. Xiren, the natural way. Xiren means self-so, or so of itself. It's the idea that things have a natural state of being, a way of unfolding without coercion. When we impose rigid systems on nature, monocultures, pesticides, artificial fertilizers, we disrupt Xiren. Taoism invites us to let ecosystems evolve according to their inherent intelligence. Just as a river finds its own path, forests find their own balance. Our role is not to command, but to support this unfolding. 3. Balance and yin-yang. Yin and yang are not opposites. They are complementary forces. Day and night, growth and decay, wet and dry. Nature thrives on this balance. Modern environmental destruction often stems from imbalance. Too much consumption, too little renewal. Too much yang, force extraction. Not enough yin, receptivity, rest. Rewilding movements, seasonal agriculture, and natural conservation areas can be seen as ways to restore this lost harmony. 4. Simplicity and moderation. The Tao Te Ching constantly warns against excess. He who knows that enough is enough will always have enough. Environmental collapse is rooted in overconsumption. Taoism teaches us that fulfillment comes not from more, but from enough. From sufficiency, not abundance. Minimalism, zero-waste lifestyles, and slow living all echo this Taoist wisdom. Live simply so that others may simply live. 5. The interconnected web of life. Taoism doesn't divide the world into human and non-human. Everything is part of the Tao: trees, rivers, animals, even rocks and clouds. This holistic view opposes the anthropocentric mindset that places human needs above all else. Taoism sees humans as just one strand in a vast, living web. Modern science, especially ecology, has begun to echo this ancient truth. Biodiversity, ecosystems, and planetary systems function through relationships. The Tao is not a myth, it's an ecological reality. Taoism isn't just a set of ideas, it's a way of life. Here are some practices that deepen our connection with the natural world. Deciduistry 1. Meditation in nature. Taoist sages often retreated to mountains, forests, and rivers to meditate. Silence, solitude, and stillness were considered essential for tuning into the Tao. Modern forest bathing, or nature therapy, aligns with this. Spending quiet time in nature reawakens a sense of sacred connection. It also reduces consumption, noise, and mental clutter. Man in Lotus Position 2. Tai Chi and Qigong. These Taoist movement arts cultivate internal energy, Qi, and align the body with natural rhythms. Practicing Tai Chi outdoors brings awareness to wind, sun, air, and earth, reminding us that our bodies are ecosystems too. Candle 3. Ritual and reverence. Taoist rituals often honor rivers, mountains, and sky deities, not as supernatural gods, but as living presences. This reverence creates a mindset of respect, not exploitation. Imagine if modern society treated rivers not as resources to dam, but as entities to honor. What would change? The environmental crisis is also a spiritual crisis. It's a disconnection from the Tao, from the natural order of things. We are not only polluting rivers, we are polluting perception. We are not only deforesting landscapes, we are deforesting inner silence. Taoism teaches us that healing the earth is not just about recycling or protesting. It's about shifting consciousness from separation to unity, from control to trust, from scarcity to sufficiency. In a world obsessed with speed, Taoism tells us to slow down. In a culture that demands endless growth, Taoism reminds us to return. In a system built on domination, Taoism whispers the wisdom of surrender. It doesn't offer a 5-step plan or a policy proposal. It offers something deeper, a way of seeing, a way of being. In this sense, Taoism is not just relevant, it is revolutionary. As we face the mounting pressures of climate change and environmental collapse, perhaps what we need is not just better technology, but better wisdom. Taoism offers that wisdom, not as a relic of the past, but as a guiding light for the future. It invites us to return, to the Tao, to the earth, to ourselves.